Williams Experience.
Oh, sorry. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on the radio, everybody. Please stop sending me these damn old pictures of the alleged Urkel from the web. This is not Urkel. None of them look like Urkel. Yeah, they do kind of look like Urkel in terms of, okay, Urkel with the big bugged eyes, like thyroid disease, and he removed his glasses and stuff like that. This is not Urkel. If anything, it looks more like O.J. Simpson. You know, an anorexic O.J., you know, but no, it's not Urkel. Please stop sending me the pictures. I got them months ago, and we've already done that and moved on. Whoever that is, you're late. Hey, everybody. It's the hour of truth, and now is the best time to do the Inside Scoop, which is sponsored by JCPenney. You know, JCPenney are big sponsors here on the Wendy Williams Experience show, and they do the Inside Scoop. You know, I'll just start by saying, you know, it's all inside JCPenney. You really do. JCPenney has been there for us, for our families, for years. Now let's talk fashion, because JCPenney has got, I mean, as far as fashion is concerned, they've got most of what you want for less money. Dresses this season, they're talking about empire waist, sequins, 1,000 ways to do sequins, and very little of it has to do with after midnight at the ball. I mean, you know, the sequins vest and all like that. Just, you know, crop pants are big, full skirts. You know how they say to update your crop pants? They say with a pair of flats in a long tunic. Well, guess what? You can find the crop pants, the flats, and the long tunic in JCPenney. Okay, they say how to update a full skirt. Do it with the boho spirit. You know, it's like a peasant top and some of them rope sandals. You know, the sandals with the rope. They have all that stuff at JCPenney. Shoes, handbags, jewelry. Gold is big. You know, the color gold. Moccasins are big. Are you wearing moccasins this season? I don't do moccasins because I've got big feet. When they flat out on the ground with moccasins, they look even bigger. I got my mother a pair of moccasins for Mother's Day. That was one of the things I got her. I know she likes stuff like that, but she would never buy them herself, I don't think. Trench coats, we always talk about that. Big belt, crop jackets, clutch bags, animal print, jeweled sandals. Ethnic jewelry. It's all inside JCPenney. That's all. That's the Inside Scoop. And it's brought to you by JCPenney Stores, Catalog, and JCPenney.com. It's all inside. Oh, yes. It's all inside, everybody. JCPenney. Thank you, JCPenney. Love you, baby. And dear Wendy, you're so right regarding Advice Hour. You have to stay on top of these teenage kids. I leave no question that I can think of unasked. I try and tell my kids everything, and sometimes they get embarrassed. I tell them rather than them friends giving them answers to questions. Now, my 13-year-old son, who now has a deep voice and is tall and now wears a size 10.5 men's shoe. My husband only wears a size 9, Wendy. The girls are starting to look to call my son. Well, Wendy, I went to one of my son's basketball games, and we went to the little store afterwards, and one of these little chicks was all in my son's face with her big breasts at eye level. Girl, I wanted to snatch her bald. I politely positioned myself between her and my son until we were done paying. Lastly, you never want to find out what the older one, if you ever want to find out what the older one does, ask the younger one. Yeah, I was the younger one, spying on my big sister, Wanda, and I would report back to my parents. Exactly. Holly Robinson Peete is coming back to TV. Did I tell you guys that already? All right, well, it looks like it's a go on UPN. Boy, that woman has a million TV lives, doesn't she? From Jump Street to For Your Love to that other sitcom that she had out, Like Family, and Hanging with Mr. Cooper. She's never not been on TV. That is to be applauded, definitely. Well, this Holly Robinson Peete, being a woman of a certain age, too, she's not even played out. Isn't that great? She's still having the kids. And anyway, she's going to play the boss of Shannon Dougherty from 90210. Well, their sitcom is going to be called Wing Woman. I don't particularly care for that, but what they mean by that is like the person drives in the passenger seat. You know, like your wingman when you go out is your dude in the passenger seat. Your wing woman is So the sitcom is called Wing Woman, and it's going to be on UPN 9. And she's going to play Shannon Dougherty's boss, and they're going to be helping male clients find their soulmate. So it's a dating service. So that should be interesting. Oh, shoot. Capone the Gangster Comedy.
Ooh.
He's coming today? What time? Oh, he's here? All right. Well, next break. Okay. Yeah, Capone Gangster Comedy, a.k.a. Damon Dash. He plays Damon Dash in that movie, Death of a Dynasty, exactly. So he'll tell us more about that, because I don't know whatever happened with that movie. I remember last year, this time, I was on the red carpet for the Tribeca Film Festival, and Capone was on the red carpet talking about he's Dame Dash. And now none of us believe that he even acts. We haven't seen. I'm just playing Capone. He'll be in a few moments, everybody. I want you to hear something, and then I want to tell you about it. There's a secret. There's a story with this. Is anybody paying attention over there? Okay. Hit that.
No, it's over here.
Okay. All right. We'll hit that. Because, I have a CD coming out, and so it requires explanation. I just want you to check out MOP. Whoa. Whoa. This is hot.
Hold up, stop. Rewind that back.
Now, you see, you all, that's from Wendy Brings the Heat, a.k.a. the Underdog album. I would like to thank MOP for dropping it, just a jewel, straight out of Brownsville. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's called Whoa by MOP. And, I don't really talk that much about the compilation CD because each group on it kind of speaks for themselves. Everybody's just going to been pulled together. Shout out to Headhunter, aka Question Mark Entertainment, executive producing the Wendy Brings the Heat compilation CD. When I say compilation, I'm not singing, I'm not rapping. Although I do collaborate with Mario Winans on a very interesting track. But I would like to shout out to Jaheim. I would like to shout out to Jadakiss. It just so happens that I got this jewel straight from my aviator and right to you all. So I just wanted to give you a little tease. This is I can't say first single because I'm not doing it like that. But this is from my forthcoming CD. It'll be out like the end of May, maybe the beginning of June. It's called Wendy Brings the Heat. Shout out to everybody at Virgin. Special shout out to Headhunter, Brownsville, MOP represent.
This is fire! Exclusively on Wendy Radio.
Wendy got the heat.
Come on. Then we got to gossip some more. Al Roker, DMX more. Beyonce and them. Come on, let's dance, Art. Get off those bombs. Woo. Whoa. Hot dog. Struggle. Woo. Wendy Brings the Heat, Volume 1. In store soon. MOP, thanks for the love. is a hustle. Trying to struggle and hustle. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wendy brings the heat. It's volume 1. It'll be out soon. Shout out to everybody at Virgin Records. That sounded pretty damn good. I mean, I'm sorry if I do say so myself.
That's one of many.
That's one of many. I mean, you know what? I'm hoping that you all are going to really appreciate my my first music venture, my CD. I really do.
You're going diamond, Wendy.
What?
You're going to go diamond.
10 million copies sold?
Easily.
Okay.
It's Philly alone.
Hey, Philly. Hey, South Carolina. Thanks for your support. Everybody listen to Hot 103.9. Hey, everybody in Hartford. What's going on, Jersey? What's good, Brooklyn? Love you, Brownsville. MOP. Every day's a hustle. Whoa, whoa. Took a lot of brown juice to complete that song right there. I got stories for days.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, everybody, so where are we going? What are we talking about? All right.
How do you top that?
Oh, well, it's called Wendy Brings the Heat Volume 1. So hopefully the heat will be brought on each track, including my song with Mario Winans. Yeah. What did I just call him, Mario? You always have to say the last name in order to separate the two. Mario Winans. Anyway, so Tom Cruise was apparently dating. Here we go from MOP to Tom Cruise. It is what it is. Was dating this woman named Sofia Varga. Only now I'm understanding that she's been dating Tyrese. So let me see. Tom and Tyrese, what do they have in common? Oh, well, at least she's consistent. Because everybody's gotten the memo on both of them. What? Apparently you haven't gotten the memo. What is that?
It was jungle music. Animalistic sex.
No. Press another one. Go ahead. I'll let you know when you get to the right one. Okay. Case closed, people. Gosh, apparently everybody got the memo except for Art.
Ugh.
And you know what? I'm not hating on Puffy for not continuing the song unless he got his bottle of Hypnotic. I mean, that's what's like. Or Anna Nicole Smith for demanding that she gets $3,000 or $2,000 worth of free clothes. Well, it's in today's newspaper. So apparently Puffy showed up at some nightclub in Miami, whatever, and he grabbed the microphone and he started rapping and stuff. First of all, the joint was packed. He wanted the best table in the house. He wanted some free booze too. They gave him the table, but they didn't give him the booze. So, you know, he grabbed a microphone somewhere in the night and started doing an impromptu little rap. And then he stopped in the middle of the song and he had all the music turned off. And he screams out, "A bottle of Hypnotic finishes the song." So, of course, they brought him over the Hypnotic. I don't know why it's in the paper. I'm trying to figure out, are they dissing him or are they pumping their fist for him? I like that. I put my fist in that story. And then Entertainment Tonight apparently was following Anna Nicole Smith while she's filming her Anna Nicole Smith show for E! Sidebar. I'm still interested. All right, I'm embarrassed, but I am still interested. I'm still interested, yeah. Well, so there's this particular store in Manhattan. She said she'd go to the store and do her shoot, but only if they gave her $2,000 worth of free clothes. Now, here she is with her cameras behind her and all like that. E.T. is behind her. She's not getting all the multi-millions that she thought she was going to be getting from that old dead husband of hers. Isn't it time to go into a break?
Yes, it is.
Are we over our time?
Just back a few seconds.
Okay. All right. Well, then this is probably where I should say, you go, Diddy and Anna. Get all them freebies you can get. For real. We'll be back.
Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life.
Okay.
He let a Gloria Velez rob me.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
When the gas light comes on in your car, do you tap it to try to turn it off? When you get a flat tire, do you drive around?
Oh, okay. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. And on May 8th, which happens to be Mother's Day, the WBLS Promotions Department has set up something fabulous. A boat ride on the Hudson to make Mother's Day really special. It's the WBLS Mother's Day Cruise. And I'm going to give you the telephone number for Ticketmaster because it's sponsored, because that's where you can get your tickets. It's also sponsored in part by Nantucket Nectar. Real better is their phrase. Real better. Okay, so here's Ticketmaster, 212-307-7171. It's for the WBLS Mother's Day Cruise. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. 212-307-7171. What do you have planned for Mother's Day? Well, if you would like to be out and about with your family, see, because you ask a mother's opinion of what she wants to do. A lot of people, they surprise you with all kind of stuff. You know, quite frankly, I don't care if it's front row seats for Denzel on Broadway. Don't call my Mother's Day the way you think I want it to be. I'll take those tickets another time, but ask me what I want to do or something. But ask your mother first, and then if this is what she wants to do, or let your husband or your baby's father, your people know that you want to do this. 212-307-7171 for Ticketmaster. Mother's Day WBLS Cruise. This is really nice. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure the food is going to be great. The drinks and fun. I don't have any more word on every day's a hustle, trying to fight struggle. MOP joint. It's called Whoa. From the Wendy Williams Rings the Heat, Volume 1. Every day's a hustle. I don't have any more on DMX. I mean, I said I was going to talk about the story this hour. I thought I'd have more information on it. I started at 2 o'clock. I started talking about the story about 20 minutes after. It was like the first thing I talked about. I figured by now maybe there'd be more to this story. For some reason, I heard that his wife was in the car and their children, or a couple of their children, I don't know how many kids they have, and his wife is pregnant again. I don't mean to say again, like, damn, again, because certainly, Earl. Now, what part of crickets do you play on that? Because I got to be honest with you. There's a part of crickets playing in a corner of my brain. Now, Art just played the crickets. Let me just ask you something, Art. Why did you play crickets on that DMX story?
Because it's not surprising.
Exactly. He said because it's not surprising. See, that's the part to me that it's like, do something surprising, man. Get help. Or a hit record. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not very nice. But how long has it been? What's the last DMX joint? What's the last? Okay. When's the last time we heard about DMX with stoner behavior before this? Okay, well, try when the airport. That was less than a year ago. That leaves you thinking. That seems like it just happened yesterday. Kennedy Airport. And what was before that? BET did the DMX documentary. He seemed crazy on that. So that's, you know what? Okay, what is our maturity that we don't like to keep reporting these spiraling downward stories? Because I tell you what, I do it because I do's what I does. But in my own grown woman brain, in my own grown woman time, I am so sucking my teeth. I'm not going to sell Lancome at Macy's, and I don't know how to go online, and I can't file. So I'm not good for any other job. So I got to keep going hard with this one. But I so don't care about another DMX horror story. Straighten up and make a hit. He was driving southbound on Friday night on the Major Deacon. His car struck another vehicle being driven by an unidentified woman. Her car hit an unmarked police cruiser, and his stuff is always done in a big way. You know, he just can't be caught in possession of. Now, I'm not saying that was the case this time around, but I'm just saying it just can never be possession. It's got to be he was posing as a cop with the light on top of his car and running into other people. Excuse me. Oh, damn. It always has to be something, though, something dramatic. There are 3 cars involved in this, and wouldn't you know, one of them was an unmarked police cruiser carrying 2 officers in it, 2 cops. The woman was taken to Lincoln Hospital with minor injuries, and the officers were taken to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital with minor injuries. All 3 have been released. Nobody says what Earl's outcome to the accident was, but like a lot of people who... All right, I'm not going to say cause accidents. I'm not saying offend. I'm not saying anything because none of that stuff has come out. We don't know whose fault this was. This could have been a simple pothole on these godforsaken streets in this damn city. And he's probably, driving on something big with his rims. And you can't do that in this city. Your rims absolutely get ruined. All right, I'll do you this. Every day's a hustle. Woo! It's called Whoa, Whoa, M-O-P, yeah. Do you like my dancing face when I dance? Yeah. This is how everybody dances when they get into it. Don't you pooch your lips out?
Serious.
And you get real serious, like I will fight you if you touch the volume. And then when you're sitting in your chair, you're just moving your shoulders, right? But you're looking real serious. No room for teeth. It's just, This is how I wanted to take my cover shot for my CD. Only it doesn't look good when it freezes. You got to be in action when you're doing, well. Instead, I left the guns and the attitude at home. No, I actually didn't smile. I requested not to smile. People always telling me to smile. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not smiling.
It's a hard album.
Yeah. And then the stylist, the in and out with the stylist. I was like, you know what? I'll style myself. I know exactly what I want to wear. Where's my budget, Lionel? King of all virgin. Where's my budget? I'm going to style myself. I got it in my mind what I want to look like. I'm a woman of a certain age. I can't be pushed around anymore by these stylists. I'm not saying that, Beyonce, Jessica Simpson and all them. I'm just saying, when you're old crow and you're still trying, it's hard to listen to what other people say about your looks. And no matter what, I know how I want to look. The only thing they can convince me of was don't pooch my lips and give this face right here. Because I look real serious. Bad. But even the pose and all like that. Hello, Lionel. I'll need 1 of these, 2 of these, and 3 of these for the set. You know what I mean? Me and the headhunter, we collaborated on, what the look was going to be, but it was really in my mind. I know how I want to come across on my debut release. If I'm going to have MOP on an album, you can best believe it ain't nothing nice. Although I am collaborating with Mario Winans, and Jaheim is on there too, and Jadakiss, and some other people that are really nice. But I wasn't taking a picture like this. This picture right here doesn't belong with this right here. Every day's a hustle. I don't know. The best I can say, DMX, is, I got the L on my forehead right now. I'm looking right at you, man. I got the L, and I'm looking right at you. You just really do need to get your act together. I'm sorry to hear about the accident, though. Even if it wasn't your fault, it's like, gosh, the only time we ever hear about him is when he's up to something. Mariah and Jay-Z, you all's pictures are every place together now. And I will tell you that from one woman to another. Either one of you all. And the Atlanta faction and the Houston faction in LA. So far, 3 different cities have gotten in contact with me today. It's all over the internet and all. And I'll just tell you this. I heard about the night out before today's radio show. And, hey, I don't know. The best I can tell you is that's Jay-Z and Beyonce. But, wow. All All right, let's keep it moving. Bring in the gangster of comedy, Capone. Dear Wendy, is it me or is DMX becoming the next ODB? But it's like every 6 months, all we hear is he got arrested. I agree with you. I want to hear something shocking, like he's turned for the better before it's too late. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Well, that's Pone to weigh in on him. He's a very funny man. The gangster of comedy that he is. Pone is actually playing Dame Dash. Now, I'm looking at him, and you don't necessarily look like Dame Dash. You know what I mean? Oh, we need a comfortable chair for him, though. Okay. Oh, yeah, just swing a chair around. Hey, Pone.
Hey, Wendy.
You look nice.
Thank you.
I see you brought your friend with you. Hello. All right, so, damn. Look.
We came the wrong time or something?
No.
Okay.
No.
I know how busy you are.
No, look at me. Look at me.
Okay.
Never mind.
Got you.
Nigga, please sit down. Okay, that's right.
She's crazy.
Yo, Rob, I saw you in the room, and so, okay, I'm sorry. Well, that was an awkward moment there. Rob is in the movie, too, Rob Stapleton.
Oh, yes.
Except, I just wrote Pone a note. I said, who do you play in the movie? Why are you in here? What's going on? So we have Dame Dash and Jay-Z in the studio.
The low-budget version.
Yes.
Now, from what I hear, you guys are walking or promote. First of all, when does Death of a Dynasty come out?
Well,
Fix your microphone.
today's the premiere. We had the premieres in New York at the Apollo.
Okay.
But it comes out nationally on the 29th, October 29th. April 29th.
Now, can both of you do this entire interview in the characters that you played, Jay-Z and Dame Dash?
If I do it at Jay, then I can't say
Don't
nothing.
say nothing, yeah.
He doesn't
You know,
really.
Jay don't really say much.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh to death, word is born. Fresh to
Yeah,
death.
Dame the loud one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes, Wendy. Fresh to death. That's what we do. You know
Yeah,
what
but you
I'm
have to
saying?
interrupt everything that I said. You know what I mean? You can't let me
come
get a
on,
word.
you know what I'm saying? Wait a
Edgewise.
minute, Wendy. I understand it's your show, but let me say something. You know, it's rock. It's, Dame Dash here.
Okay, at the time, when did you
You got to
guys?
promote something. You got to keep promoting something.
that's right.
You got
That's
to put
right.
the sneaker out, show us your watch.
You know how we do it, Dame Dash.
What happened to the magazine, Dave?
I'm a cakeaholic, Wendy. You know how we do
Now, at the time that you guys were doing Death of a Dynasty, when was that?
2 years ago.
Actually, like 2 years ago.
So they were getting along swimmingly at that point.
I think, to tell you the truth, I think Dame knew something was going on. I think that was the first time Dame knew it was really going to be a separation later on down the road. So I'm going to make some money off of this. Nothing wrong with that.
Did Jay ever show up on the set?
Yep. Yeah, Jay showed up. Which was funny because Jay actually came the last day to set, or last day of filming.
Oh, wow.
And he just came and just stared at me. Because I'm playing him. So
Yeah.
he just stared like, let me see this cat that's playing with me.
Yeah.
So
what
yeah,
he said, though?
brief little conversation.
He was like, you'll never be as
Yeah,
cool.
he fixed my little hat. Said, "Yeah, you'll never be me."
Wow.
But he meant it in a good way. He
Wow,
meant it in a
I
good way.
understand. I
That's like
understand.
someone says "move," but they mean move in a nice way.
Yeah. And now, Dame, was he very critical, Capone, of you playing him?
Actually, he picked me from the very beginning, being that we did a movie prior, Paper Soldier.
That's right, you were in Paper
Yeah.
Soldiers.
And he just, when he talked to me, he was like, I wouldn't have nobody else play me but you.
Now, was it the comic side of Dame Dash, or were you out of character? Because Capone, everybody hosts my Wednesdays at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience in Times Square. Rob Stapleton has been known to come by a few times and bless the stage as well.
Right.
But I have to say something, Capone. I'm used to your toe is a toe talk. I mean, you talk that crap up there on stage. You are. I mean, your comedy is unreal. How do you play Dame? So dark and serious.
I'm also a businessman. And that business part, and Dame is also a joke cracker. He always cracking jokes.
Okay.
With his crew though, that's you know what? That's how I got discovered, because it was known by every comedian that Dame would come in with a crew and destroy the comedy show, snapping on the comedians.
Okay.
And he tried that with me.
Okay.
And it backfired on him, because
Okay.
I'm real with this comedy stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how he was like, I like that kid.
All right.
Yeah.
So now you made it 2 years ago,
Right.
And I saw you last year on the red carpet at Tribeca Film Festival.
Right, the film
It was
festival.
about 1 year ago this time, and
Right.
it was about to come out.
Right,
And I was
right.
like, okay, it's about to go down. Nothing happened.
Exactly.
What happened? When can we actually see this, either on DVD or limited rollout or whatever? Now tonight's the New York premiere, which means
All executives. All
It's more of an industry
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm
Little public,
saying.
get the public talking
John
about
Q.
it.
Public doesn't care about that. What
Right.
we
Yeah.
care about is being able to actually see
the
you all.
29th,
The 29th.
of this month.
Okay.
Death of a Dynasty will be hitting most theaters. I'm not going to say all, but most. It's hitting a lot more than we thought.
Limited release.
Yes.
Right.
And is that in just major cities around the country?
Well, it's in, from what we know, all of
New
the
York,
East
LA.
Coast
Okay.
area, and L.A., the major LA
Okay,
area.
so Shreveport, you might have to wait for the DVD.
Yeah.
But Hartford, you're good. Philly's good.
Yeah.
South Carolina,
Baltimore,
you're good.
D.C.
LA, you're good.
in Florida.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
definitely,
doing.
definitely.
So, how much? I mean, if you don't mind me asking,
Come on, Hags, baby, we here.
Here we go. This is the real Wendy. Here we go.
I mean, how much do you get paid, or is it supposed to be in recognition?
But you know what it really is. It's in. You know, we got some paper for it, but it's real. You know, we're not commanding no 20 million like Tom Cruise.
Capone
and
has
Denzel,
apparently
all
put
that.
his up his nose.
Not yet.
I'm saying,
Wait.
you don't have headphones on.
You gonna get him in? What you gonna do? What you gonna do,
I'm
Dan?
trying to. I want to straighten out what you mean by the nose thing.
Well, everybody heard just a serious, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks cool when a guy does it,
Right.
But when you don't have on headphones, you don't hear what that sounds
Oh,
like.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's just me being my cool self.
Yeah, I
you
know, yeah.
When you sniff your nose, that means you make a little change. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing going up this nose. No, sir.
I hear that. So now, what happens with you guys from here on out? I mean, you know, you act. Both of you do comedy.
Yeah.
How much time do I have left on the break?
A minute and a half.
All right, and that's a hard minute and a half. We really do have to go in.
Right.
Really quick. Any sitcoms? Capone, I know your story. You're always posing for the camera. You're ready for your close-up. You can
Yes.
see Capone every single Wednesday that the dear Lord sends at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory.
I'm there.
Rob Stapleton,
Yes.
what is going on as far as the sitcom
Oh,
situation?
this is my leap joint movie right here. But I'm all doing this to get to my next flick, the stuff.
Oh.
When next time I sit here this time next year, the stuff, the hottest movie to be out since Fridays.
Capone, the gangster comedy as Dame Dash.
Right.
Rob Stapleton
Yes.
as Jay-Z.
Yes.
Death of a Dynasty in limited release April 29th, but doesn't mean that you can't look out for the DVD.
That's right,
Right,
which is
that's
probably already in the boxes in the company factory. Waiting to come out.
As per Dame's orders.
You can pick them up at Costco.
Yes, sir.
You guys, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for
man.
having us, man.
Everybody keep it here. We gossip about Al Roker. I know I've been holding on to this story all day. Al looks like there's a little situation with that gastric bypass. If you keep eating, things continue to happen, and you keep it here. We'll talk.
Okay.
It's Wendy, man.
Jackie Reed, implants or not? There's my answer. Thank you,
No,
AJ.
Jackie's all natural woman.
And I bet you know.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Today, Dave is not here again. Now, what is this, a sick out?
Yeah,
I didn't get a phone call.
I didn't get one either. Did you, Trevor? You didn't call me?
Okay.
Put that where? Back there.
Okay. Dave,
Oh.
now I don't know what you're doing, but you need to call somebody, me, and show up to work tomorrow. Nobody believes your wife fell down the steps or whatever else you're saying. Unfortunately, you're the one who put it out there that you kill your wife for $10 million. So therefore, we look at your whole situation like it'll be dead.
We got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
All right. I saw America's Next Top Model. It was built up to be a lot more. I don't know. You know, sometimes when you hear about something going on, you think it's going to be more. I mean, you know, Tyra is poised for her talk show, and she's poised for, well, please, no more seasons of America's Next Top Model, but maybe that's on the table, too, so she has to keep the drama going. The best part about it was I liked her hairstyle. You know, her hairstyle looked really dope while she was screaming at that girl, Tiffany, right? I didn't much care about the screaming or what she was saying, because you have to do that kind of stuff on a reality show. Steve, what is that on your upper lip? Pardon me for having to just ask. Is that herpes or no? Come over here. What is that? Because actually, it really. Don't talk with your hand over your mouth like Mrs. Livingston. All right, what is that, Art? You have a closer up than me. What is that, Art?
Looks like a canker sore.
Okay, you can call it whatever. I'm going to believe you. What is that?
I got my lip busted. I just got the stitches out today. I had 8 stitches up there.
When did this happen? You intern every Monday. Who's going to beat up just Jack?
Last Monday night. Monday night.
After
I
the
had
show?
drama last Monday night, yeah.
With a boyfriend? I mean, I was just saying, with who?
It's too deep to get into at this hour?
Okay, stranger?
It's too deep.
Yeah.
It was a stranger at a gay bar?
No. We
In
were on
the
the street.
subway? In the street? A hate crime? Was it a hate crime?
I don't see.
Were you switching? Was it a hetero? Was it a hetero who did it?
I'm not sure.
What was the last thing you heard before he hooked off on your mouth? I mean, you homo, clip. Or was it, you're fine, why don't you talk to me when I talk to you? Or, you're my long-lost brother, why did you treat mommy that way? I mean, I only have 60 seconds, but we could get to the bottom of it. I just want to know, how did you get that?
I got hit in the face and hit the cement.
Better on your top lip than on your cheeks or your beautiful complexion. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But Wendy, let me tell you what I did.
Okay.
They took me to the emergency room, and I told them I needed a plastic surgeon. I told them up front, I said plastic surgeon.
Okay.
I was queening it out in the emergency room because I was a little under the influence.
I can imagine.
But plastic surgeon, and I got my plastic surgery. And I'll be set in a couple weeks. I'll be all right.
No, I got you. No, it doesn't look bad. I just didn't know whether you caught a bad dill's knack or
no, not for me. That's not for me. No.
Okay. Now, does that affect the way in which you execute a professional? Because I see it's on your top lip. Now, if you tuck your lip too far into your teeth, you will bust the area again.
See, I've been laying low for the past week, so I'm not sure yet.
Gotcha.
But I'll let you know how it goes.
Got you. Artie. Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Now, you explained that pretty concisely. Now, let's just revisit. What is the last thing you heard before his fist connected to your face?
I don't remember who did it, or I don't know. I can't picture the person.
Where were you?
I was
on the street.
This is really gay. I hate to say it. I was going to Mariah Carey's concert.
Oh, you queen! He can't laugh. He holds his mouth when he laughs.
Know, it hurts.
Okay, so you were going to Mariah Carey's concert,
yes.
Queenie, and so I know that you had on a tight Mimi t-shirt because I know how you like to dress.
I think I had my Diana Ross t-shirt actually. Wendy, just for you.
I know which one. Yeah, that's very gay.
Mahogany. Yeah.
Yes. And you were walking with some friends.
Mimi fans. Yeah.
Mimi fans.
Did you have underwear on?
Each one as queenie as the next. The Mimi fans.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all are queening out, walking, and you stepped on somebody's foot.
This part I don't remember.
Okay.
I just remember being clocked. Hit the pavement,
So this is a hate
busted
crime.
Lip.
So let's call it what it is. 8 people in the room. Raise your hands if this sounds like a hate crime. Everybody's raising double hands. Art's not sure. I don't know what part of it you're not sure about. Who's going to hurt Steve? What did he ever do to anybody? You know he doesn't have. You don't even have it in your disposition.
He was drunk though. We don't know how he
That's what the thing is. That's why I can't say
because you were drunk.
Because I was drunk. So
yeah, but you're such a girl. It's not like you're challenging a guy.
But he's a man when he's drunk.
No, he's still a girl. Sorry, Steve. Steve is still girls. Yes. Is he still a girl even when he's drunk?
Yes.
Yes, you are a
maybe
diva.
That's why then. Maybe that's why. I don't know. See?
Everybody, picture in your mind, this is like Jack from Will and Grace, being anything but a girl. You are. We love you, Steve. Take care of your lip.
Thank you.
See?
Not a canker sore.
Case closed. Not herpes, not a canker sore.
Meet me in the office later.
Art wants to bust some of those stitches. Oh, that's Steve, everybody. So, let's talk about Al Roker. The best I can tell you is how Shelby Loosh and Jeff Samuels have done it in their article. I mean, you guys explain it the best. Even after having his stomach stapled, TV weatherman Al Roker is still losing the battle of the bulge. Give me the typewriter. The Today Show forecaster peeled off more than 100 pounds after undergoing gastric bypass 3 years ago, but now he admits that the weight is creeping back. I still love to eat. My stomach is naturally getting larger. I'm now 210 pounds. That's 15 pounds too many. You see? Fat thoughts. Let's continue. Sources believe the major reason that Roker's gaining weight is that he's returned to eating regular meals with his colleagues and his family. That was a big no-no in the weeks and months following the secret medical procedure he underwent at Lenox Hill Hospital in New York, March of 2002. Al, who claims he's tried every diet there is, didn't fess up to the gastric bypass at first because he was too embarrassed. Instead, the former 320-pound told his coworkers that he had a gallbladder removed. Gastric bypass, yada yada, made his stomach the size of an egg, forcing him to radically change his diet. His 3 large meals a day shrank to small snacks. Al was miserable after the surgery. I remember telling you guys about these small snacks. They were satisfying his body, but his mind, he's still having fat thoughts. You have to understand, fat thoughts never go away. I try to tell you that. Thank you. He said it was the same story at home, with his family sitting down to have these great meals while he had to sit and have a little bag of munchies, which he hated. He said he couldn't wait to get back to the table with everyone else. Before long, the 5'8" broadcaster, who now has a show on the Food Network called Roker on the Road.
He always eats on the show.
Yes. Yeah, but he's always eating, because fat thoughts, you can't, I tell you, it's easier to change your body than it is to change your food habits. The trouble was more, the more he ate, the more his surgically altered stomach expanded. Al's gone from being hardly able to eat anything to eating pretty much with everyone else right now. He doesn't have the same humongous appetite before, but his food intake has increased, and he has slowly started to put the weight back on. He doesn't seem to be on any kind of portion control. He doesn't clear his plate every single time, but often enough he does. He also eats bread with his meals and sometimes dessert too. Roker also sang the praises of New York restaurants, leading colleagues to believe that he routinely is going out to eat. Blah, blah, blah. It's kind of a waste of time that someone would go through the pain and the trouble of losing weight just to gain it back, yada, 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 yada. But you want to know what? Not only that, but it says, Mr. Big Bucks Weatherman, no matter how much money you make and no matter how high you climb on the success ladder, you are out of control in this one station in life, and you're so out of control that you're crazy with it. You would risk your life and get gastric bypass and then eat yourself right back into nuttiness. I mean, being out with it was supposed to be your courage to eat your small portions and keep it off until forever. What an embarrassment. He's out of control. He's out of control. Look, a picture with the Chinese food and the noodles dripping off. I bet you those aren't plain noodles. I bet you they're those noodles laden with peanut butter. Oh, I love those fat thoughts. I love those. You know what I do when I order those, though? All right, you know the Dixie cups? Do you buy them for your kids to rinse the water? All right, that's my portion control. I love the Chinese noodles with the peanut butter in it. Fat thoughts. That's a very fattening thing. But I put just enough in the Dixie cup, and I throw the rest down the garbage disposal. Nobody else in my house likes them. Yeah. Al, I'm sorry. You're a mess. You are a mess. Deb, you must be so embarrassed. Out of control. Are you turned off yet, Deb? I mean, she's got her own money, 2020. You could say, well, he makes money. That's a turn on. No. She does 2020, Deborah Roberts. And they're married, and, they have their 2-year-old daughter. Wow. All them crumbs in the bed and whatnot. All right, I have more. I have the rest of the article. I just had to just through the newspaper, really. What kind of time do I have left on the break?
You got 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Is D'Angelo off to jail yet? Or when does that sentence actually start? I know he's going for 90 days. Who wants a date with Carlos Watson? I might as well just kill time by doing this. Then I'll talk to you about the Gottis and this alleged murder. By the way, Angelina Jolie, they're saying, bought Brad Pitt a $35,000 Italian 750cc MV motorcycle. They have pictures of him riding it. His helmet says Pitt Hellcat. She purchased the motorcycle back in December. And so you can't immediately pin it on her buying it for him, but she's never been seen driving it. It's one of these motorcycles, you have to place the order, and then they put it together for you and stuff. Customize it to you and whatnot. And here's Brad on the bike with Pitt Hellcat on his helmet. Oh, it's a go. Nicole at WBLS.com. We're taking resumes for dates with the fabulously eligible Carlos Watson. And, he's got his own show on CNN and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. If you are a woman, you need to know that he's 35 years old. He did not say racial barriers. So, therefore, any woman, as long as you're not married, you know what I mean? We don't want Carlos to be in the middle breaking up any stories. I gotta get to the official story here with this, the Murder Inc. I'm a little disturbed by this. Just because murder's involved. I don't like that. That's not very nice.
All this murder going on. Maybe we can get a trip to the Bodylicious cruise or something. Get our mind off of things.
Capone's gonna be there. He was here last time.
He's gonna be here again?
The Bodylicious cruise, yes. It's November 4th through November 7th, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We're sailing to Nassau, Paradise Island, the Bahamas, aboard the Royal Caribbean. It's the Wendy Williams Bodylicious cruise. It's going to be fabulous. I've got a telephone number, but also a website. November 4th through November 7th. Come vacation with us. We have so much fun. And you want to know what? Before long, you take off your sarong, you don't care that people see you in your full-blown bathing suit. It's not even like that. It's not like where people are all hung up and stuck up and stuff. It's really a cool vibe. Artie Life of the Party goes, Capone, the gangsta comedy. We have the comedians tell the jokes. We learn to drop it like it's hot, and we can buy sex toys and stuff, and we have parties and seminars, and it's a real nice night. We had a nice time last time, the best I can tell you. And then, of course, you're welcome. There's gambling on board. Food,
this
drink.
Year, drinks is inclusive. Everything's all inclusive. Jet skiing.
Including jet skiing and stuff.
Yes.
See, last year, a lot of stuff wasn't inclusive. It was sidebar stuff. This year, there's a bunch of junk inclusive, including jet skiing and island hopping. Like
Four drinks a day for free.
Oh,
alcoholic,
what?
yes.
I'm tore down after 2.
Yes. Lock it down for only $200.
What?
Oh, you just lock it in for $200?
All right, you lock it in for $200 and you're coming on vacation with us. No, we're kidnapping you. That's it. It's called the Bodylicious Cruise. I host. Wendy, you could go to www.bodyliciouscruise.com or stripformyman.com. Or I can give you telephone numbers. 877-878-3262. It's 877-878-3262. Come on, honey. Join the fun.
Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh my God! The Wendy Williams Experience.
Taking care of your health is important, but it can be expensive. I know a lot of you out there have some trouble paying for your prescriptions, especially when you don't have prescription coverage. Well, the good folks at Walgreens and Together RX Access have a solution for you. Sign up for the new Together RX Access card at Walgreens, and you could start saving 25 to 40% and sometimes more on over 275 brand name prescriptions, including Lipitor, Allegra, and Nexium. Together RX Access even helps you save money on diabetic supplies and on many generic prescriptions too. If you have no prescription coverage, you may qualify for Together RX. Certain income limitations apply. Discounts do vary by drug and pharmacy location. Go by your neighborhood Walgreens today and pick up an application for your Together RX Access card. Walgreens, the pharmacy America trusts. It's today's hottest scent around. It's climbing the charts faster than a lumberjack in the overtime finals of the Pine Forest Climb-Off. It's Pine Sol, throwing your nose a breath of fresh air, causing a sparkle in your home. Uncap a bottle and get the mop wet. And experience the scent that's been lighting up nose hairs for the past 75 years. It's Pine Sol, baby, the powerful scent of clean.
Another WBLS $1,000 winner.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, you're on the air, and you're caller number 10.
All right.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
What's your name?
Albert.
Albert, have you ever won anything on the radio before?
No.
See, doesn't this feel special and good? Albert, you just picked up $1,000 in cash.
I can't believe that. That's great.
Everybody else, you can be a winner like Albert. Hey, Albert, what are you going to do with the money?
I don't know. Well, I just paid some money in income taxes, so
there you go.
It's going to come in handy.
I understand. Well, you can win like Albert. Like I was saying, we have $100,000 and you can win your portion of it once again beginning tomorrow morning at 7:20 with the WBLS Morning Show starring Paul Mooney. Okay, Albert, thanks for listening to the radio station giving you the money. Let them know what it is.
WBLS.
So what exactly is the price of gas these days? Because it changes every time you blink. I swear the other day, price went up 4 times while I was filling up my tank. I go to pay, and the attendant has the nerve to slide a loan application through the window. What they want next? My firstborn? So when you do, girl, just 2 more months and I have a full tank. Forget the blame. I'ma holler at the brother with a gallon of super unleaded around his neck. No wonder Greyhound is a smart way to go. See, they have tickets that cost a fraction of what it takes to fill your gas tank, and they don't require collateral when you get on board.
Greyhound is the low-priced way to travel every day. Buy a ticket, get on a bus, and go wherever, whenever. Greyhound is the quick, comfortable, convenient, and low-priced way to get from A to B.
On Greyhound, I get a low-price ride and keep my offspring. Now that's a deal.
Visit Greyhound.com for up-to-the-minute schedules and prices. Go more. Go Greyhound.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Artie, you tell Miss Wendy, you're not going to run me out of town. I'm staying right here in Philadelphia, and you need to respect that. It was an embarrassment to me. And just because you're a freak, you don't have to let the whole world know it. My church friends are even listening to it now. You need to get that crap together and do what you got to do. I can understand it's your job and all that, but you have to go into detail about all that freaky stuff. How you doing? End of message.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Jessica's been up in arms about Nick's stint on Charmed. Alyssa Milano's on it. Ooh. Nick has admitted that he's had a crush on her since Who's the Boss.
Same with me.
And it's nice to hear about those crushes. It's really no threat. But it's like, like with my husband, who's always had a thing for Toni Braxton. It was all good when she was from afar, but the bitch showed up in the studio, and I'm looking like, okay, all of a sudden you gotta come to the radio. All of a sudden.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
All right, give me the typewriter. I'll tell you the way it's being told in the newspaper. The 2 hip-hop mogul brothers who adopted the mobster John Gotti's name and turned Murder, Inc. Records into a hit machine are under federal investigation for the beating death of a Manhattan drug dealer, the New York Post has learned. Irving Lorenzo Gotti and his brother Christopher Gotti are suspected of wielding a piece of lumber, a 2x4 embedded with nails. Damn, what a way to go. All right. A piece of lumber embedded with nails. Okay, according to one police report, to repeatedly bash Anthony Sylvester on the head until he fell unconscious before dumping his body in a vacant lot in East 124th Street near 5th Avenue on October 20th of 1993. Damn, Gotti's. Wow. This is all alleged, but can you imagine? It's probably easier just to shoot from afar than to be up in somebody just bashing and blood spurting and spattering and then taking the body and dumping it in a vacant lot. And that is the height of cruelty. The investigators said that the attackers left Sylvester for dead, but the bloodied victim managed to survive the attack. An intervention of God, his mother, Marietta Freeman, who's 61, would later tell the New York Post. Her son remained in a coma for 8 months and then spent the next 10 years living in a hospice with round-the-clock assistance until he finally succumbed to his wounds October 29th of 2003. So the whole time, whoever did this to him was probably like, damn, we got to figure out a way to get up in there because he's still alive and he could be talking. I mean, when you take a 2x4 filled with nails and then dump a body, you expect that person's going to die right away, to say nothing. This man lived for 10 years. Well, NYPD investigators recently handed over new witnesses and evidence in the case to the feds, who are now weighing, going from a grand jury to obtain murder charges for the Gaudis, whose record label now called The Ink is home to blah 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 Shanti Ja Rule. According to sources, records and his relatives, Sylvester, that's the man who's now dead, then 33, was living on the fringe and had been arrested about a dozen times, mostly for larceny, possessing stolen property, and criminal trespassing from 1991 to 1993. In early October of 1993, he was arrested again, this time for drug possession charges, and was sentenced to 30 days on Rikers Island. He was released on October 19th of 1993, and the following day, he was walking on 104th Street near Fifth Avenue when a car pulled over. Authorities are now probing whether it was the Gaudis who jumped out of the car and pulled Sylvester into a lot where they took a nailed studded board to his head. Cops theorized Sylvester either owed money to the drug dealer or had stolen narcotics from him. It looks like they tortured him, hitting him in the head and probably demanding with each blow. That's the end of the case. But, I mean, it's the end of what we have, but God, no, not our Gaudis. I mean, they might have adopted the moniker, and they might have Murder Inc. And it's murder, but no.
If it looks like a...
I know if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, but it's not called Murder Inc., it's called The Ink.
Then what was it called?
Boys playing with tough names. You know, you black men are so fantasized, fascinated by the mob. You don't mean what you talk. You don't even know what you're talking about. You call yourself all these, Italian names glorifying Scarface and the Medellin cartel and you know, half you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah, because the real mob would have killed him the first time.
I mean, you know, they're playing with the name Gaudis. Little Kim Gotti, she's going up too. So you see, you know, you play with the game. They play with the name. They don't. People don't know They don't know what they're doing. I don't believe this. Should I? No. All right, the best I can tell you is I'm watching the story. Dear Wendy, are you going to have Jason from Making It a Band on the show? That's from Negrita and Tastes Like Candy at the Brooklyn Post Office. Girls, you missed him. He was already here, queening out. 50 Cent lost his deal to Reebok. Enough badgering, and that's what happens overseas. Here in the United States, he's still part of the I Am Who I Am or whatever. Nobody cares? Why does nobody care?
He's got enough money. He's not hurting.
Okay, you hate on people who have enough money, and we're tired of seeing DMX in trouble. Who do we want to hear about? Nikki Taylor, the supermodel. You know, even when you're not a supermodel, you never lose the title, right, Steve? Well, Nikki Taylor, everybody, just announced that she's doing a beauty venture. It's called Begin by Nikki. It's a fragrance, and it's going to be available in department stores in the fall. Play the crickets.
Ooh.
Steve, do we care?
I don't care.
Do the kids love Nikki Taylor?
I'm all about Naomi, so I don't care about Nikki.
Not even when she was in that terrible car accident?
That was years ago.
Yeah. You cruel queen, and that's why your stitches burst when you laugh. Look, he's laughing at Nikki Taylor. Just stitches bursting all over this top lip. Well, then what do we care about?
Care about that new Firestar album you about to come out with?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Aisha Tyler, everybody, was doing her recurring role on CBS's CSI and Fox's 24. Well, now she's set to be in a Lifetime movie with Raven Simone called For One Night. Now, you know, I already talked about this movie. I didn't realize that Aisha Tyler's going to be in it, though. It's For One Night. They're going to start production next month, and it centers around a black teenager, that's Raven Simone, who, with the help of a newspaper reporter, played by Aisha Tyler, braves a decade of segregation to stage the first interracial high school prom in the history of a small town. Crickets. I mean, I care.
Like an old Gary Coleman movie.
But I don't care. But all right, congratulations, Aisha Tyler, just doing the damn thing. Did you guys hear those Wiggles? We all know how we Wiggles do. You know, the Wiggles are like a Sesame Street type of ensemble cast. There are 5 of them. How you doing, how you doing, how you did, and how you done. And how you do-do. So, at one point, Nicole Kidman was the highest paid Australian actor or famous person coming out of there, but now it's the Wiggles. Nicole is banking $45 million. She's in second place. $40 million. The Wiggles have $45 million, and then Russell Crowe's $27 million. So all that crap that you see there on the Wiggles, it's making them rich. They've always been my least favorite of the TV kids shows, the Wiggles. I'm so glad he's out of that now. Like, he's out of that. He's on to other stuff. He's playing his PCP and stuff. PSP. Yeah, PSP. Mommy played the PCP. Is that what Mommy played? Is that the PCP? What is that? Is that drugs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimi Hendrix.
Okay. Anyway, it's time to go. I've had fun. I love you for listening today. Come back tomorrow if you can. Okay, bye.
Peace party, people. See you later.
Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
Hey, we're still here. I'm taking your
New
phone
Jersey
calls.
Lotteries.
What are you doing?
There you go.
Everybody, keep it here because the bonus hour is coming up next. We have a lot to get to, too. So, don't move. And the phone lines are open. It's 107.5 WBLS.
New Jersey Lottery's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $168 million. That's a big $168 million. Become a New Jersey Mega Millionaire.
That
Get
is
your
on
tickets
Friday
today.
at Cherry Lounge.
As a working
Are you
adult
sure, or am I
interested
telling
in
you
earning
something
your
and you're not
undergraduate
sure?
degree, one of the hurdles you face is time. That's why at Iona College, we've created a new evening and weekend program so you earn your degree in less time. I'm Tom Weed, Iona's Director of Admissions, inviting you to our spring open house in New Rochelle on Tuesday, April 19th at 6 p.m. We'll show you how to make the most of your time with our new trimester schedule and 4-credit classes. We'll answer your questions about Iona, our evening and weekend program, and financial aid. And we'll even be able to tell you whether you're eligible for life experience credits. Join us and we'll help you find a time. To register for our April 19th open house or for more information, call 800-231-IONA or visit us online at iona.edu. Aspire, achieve, Iona, celebrating 200 years of Christian Brothers education.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Dear Wendy, darling. Oh, how dramatic. I love it. Tell the sexy debonair Arthur, I have a hole and a well-manicured toe.
Ooh. Is that a guy or girl? Does it make a difference?
Isn't a toe a toe?
Toe's a toe?
You made that up. Now you're not sticking by what you say?
Mad at me. I'm changing my image. Oh.
Well, it's signed Victoria.
That'll work. Ooh. That's Victor, right?
No, Victoria. I didn't want to hurt the boys' feelings. It's signed Victor.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.